Welcome to StoryVoyage, where gripping tales come to life. Today, we dive into an unforgettable story about betrayal uncovered in the most unexpected way, a voice memo. Stay tuned for every shocking twist in this real-life drama. It all started with a simple task, syncing our phones to the new car's Bluetooth system. My wife, Hannah, had gotten a new phone recently, and I thought I'd do her a favor by setting it up for hands-free calling. We were always busy juggling work, errands, and the occasional family dinner, so this felt like a small way to make life a bit easier. Hannah handed me her phone without a second thought. "Thanks, babe," she said with a smile as she sipped her coffee. I plugged her phone into the system and started syncing. As the car downloaded her contacts and call history, I noticed a folder labeled voice memos. It wasn't something I'd ever seen or used before, and I almost ignored it. But then curiosity got the better of me. When I opened the folder, I saw several recordings. Most were short and dated within the past few months. My initial assumption was that they were reminders or work-related notes. I tapped the first one, expecting to hear something mundane like pick up milk. Instead, I heard Hannah's voice, soft and nervous. "Hey, I just wanted to say, I had an amazing time last night. It's getting harder to keep this a secret, but I can't stay away from you." My stomach dropped. I paused the recording, my hands trembling. I glanced over at Hannah, who was scrolling through her phone, completely oblivious. I couldn't confront her right there in the car. My mind raced with questions. Who was she talking to? How long had this been going on? Why was this in her phone? I decided to play it cool and let the recording finish syncing. That night, when she went to bed early claiming she was tired, I stayed up, headphones in, listening to every single memo in that folder. Each one painted a clearer picture. She was involved with someone named Jake. The recordings ranged from nervous confessions of guilt to flirtatious whispers about their plans to meet again. One memo stood out. In it, she mentioned a specific date and location, a hotel downtown. My blood boiled, but I knew I needed proof if I was going to confront her. The next day, I called in sick at work. I drove to the hotel she'd mentioned and asked the front desk if they had any records of a reservation under her name or Jake's. The receptionist hesitated, but eventually confirmed a booking under her name for the exact date she'd mentioned in the memo. Armed with this information, I returned home and waited for her. When she came in, I was sitting at the kitchen table, her phone in front of me. "Hey," she said cheerfully, setting down her bag, "you're home early." I didn't bother with small talk. "Who's Jake?" I asked, my voice calm but firm. Her smile vanished. "What are you talking about?" I picked up her phone and played one of the memos. Her face went pale as her own voice filled the room. She tried to grab the phone, but I pulled it away. "Hannah, don't. Just tell me the truth," I said. She sank into a chair, her eyes filling with tears. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she whispered. "It just got out of hand." I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just stared at her, feeling a mix of betrayal and numbness. "How long?" "6 months," she admitted. I stood up and walked to the door. "You need to pack your things," I said. "I can't do this anymore." She begged, pleaded, promised it was over, but I couldn't unhear those recordings or undo what she'd done. A week later, I filed for divorce. It wasn't an easy process, but those voice memos, they were all the evidence I needed. Thanks for joining us on StoryVoyage. If this story left you speechless, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more captivating tales. See you in the next voyage.